So there is one real free agency signing right now. There is one big signing left, big game-changing signing for next year, and it's Emma Meesseman. She is the last huge free agency signing. If you're looking at SB Nation, looking at the top free agents still left, what players are there other than Emma? You're looking, Janelle Salone has gone to the Valkyries. Unbelievable. The Valkyries have done a great job, by the way. The Valkyries also signed who I thought the Connecticut Sun were going to take as their center in Kiara Linskens. But Connecticut Sun for Emma Meesseman. And yeah, the best free agent still available can save one team's offseason. And that is a matter of fact. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. But heck, Tina Charles, while posting as well, posted, I think, did they win something? Did Fenerbahce win something? They might have. But Tina Charles posted a picture with her. And it's one of those things where they could be so good. So good. People don't understand. With Mazian coaching, with Tina Charles playing the Linskens roles, way better than Linskens was the Olympics, with Emma Meesseman, Tash Cloud, Marina Mabry, and heck, screw it, JC Sheldon. Let's start JC Sheldon on that team. That is a playoff team. People don't realize. First of all, people don't realize how good she is. And people do not realize it. She is the best. She is arguably the 5th best player in the world. Especially in the right system. In a system where she's allowed to play her role. Which her literal international coach does know that. She'll be one of those players. And another team that she could literally decide the WNBA championship is the rumor that Emma Meesseman could be going to the Minnesota Lynx. Yes, the Minnesota Lynx. I think a lot of people think it's likely that she goes to Connecticut. I think there's a good chance. I think if she goes to Connecticut, she becomes an MVP candidate. And I mean that. She becomes an MVP candidate if she goes to Connecticut. And if you guys think I'm lying with that, I'm not. You can look at her. You can look at her EuroLeague, or sorry, her WNBA stats. There's a thing with her. You've got to know how to use her. A wrong coach. Everyone's acknowledged that. If Gino Auriemma got Caitlin Clark out of high school, Gino Auriemma would have destroyed her career. He would have. Just the way he not knowing how to use a player. And this is what happens when you know how to use Emma Meesseman. Leading scorer at the Paris Olympics, 23 points per game. 23 points per game in Eurobasket qualifiers, 21 points per game while winning Eurobasket. And look at the assists, 5 point, she's a 5 to 6 assists per game player in a lot of times. In the last Olympics, 27 points per game. And she's not doing it against bad teams. If you're looking how she's getting on in Euro, in the Super Cup she had 14, she's averaging 17, 6, and 4. You might be thinking, oh, that's not a lot of points. She's gonna win MVP of EuroLeague. She's gonna probably win MVP in EuroLeague. She's a good defender, an elite passer for a big. If you put her beside, as great as Alana Smith is, and by the way, I think the Minnesota Lynx went to shit last year when Alana Smith was off the floor. I think Fee was their best player, but Alana Smith was the glue that kept that team together. But if you replace Alana Smith, have her off the bench, with Emma Meesseman, with Fee, you can play Fee anywhere. Play the 3, play the 4, play the 5. But what I would do, I still wouldn't do it because I would keep Courtney Williams, Bridget Carlton, and Kayla McBride. Purely just because they're lockdown, or just because they're knockdown, and they can all defend. So I'd still run with that starting 4. And then starting at the 5, I would 100% would play Emma Meesseman at the 5. She's playing at the 5 right now at times, quite a lot actually for Fenerbahce in EuroLeague, and she's going to win EuroLeague, by the way. Oh, win EuroLeague MVP. Natasha Howard's playing in EuroLeague. She won a EuroLeague MVP while on the same team as Breanna Stewart. Am I right in saying that she won a EuroLeague MVP on the same team as Fee Collier? So she has won. She won a final. She's won a finals MVP on a team with Elena Deladon. She's won EuroLeague MVPs on a team with Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier. And she's going to win EuroLeague MVP right now on a team with Gabby Williams, Ariel Atkins, Tina Charles. All of these players are on the one team, and she's going to be EuroLeague MVP. This is the game-changing free agent. This is the best free agent available. And look, I don't know what the fit was, the Fever. If you're asking me about the Fever, like who I would have liked for them to have gotten, she would have been the first target over DeWanna Bonner. The problem is like I don't know if her skill set. I think she's good enough. I don't know if her skill set with Stephanie White as a coach works because she needs the ball in her hands a lot. So maybe the skill set wouldn't work. I think she's smart enough that she makes it like she'll figure it out. Like she's that smart. But at the same time, regardless, like I think that if the Minnesota Lynx get her, they're the favorites. Like imagine the Minnesota Lynx with like it's the most ridiculous starting five just because everyone on that starting five can play. And it's not like, oh, they're like the problem is that they've got a wild backup point guard in Natisha Heidemann. That's the Lynx's only flaw. And they've lost Chechis and Lasini. But now they've got they'll have the best big player rotation. Start with Fee Collier, Emma Meesseman, and they also have a first round pick, which they can use on taking probably a Cheyenne Sellers or Georgia Amore to shore up that backup point guard spot. Like, it's a scary team. It is a scary, scary team. I think she goes to the Connecticut Sun, and I also stand by this. I have a really weird feeling that she's an all WNBA player if she goes to the Sun. If she goes to the Lynx, I think they win the championship. I think if she goes to the Sun, she ends up being an all W player. Like that is how good Emma Meesseman is. That is absolutely how good she is, and she is the one free agent that can change anything. Like not change everything. You know what? Like she could decide the W championship. She could. She's the only player left of that caliber in free agency. And the fact that the Minnesota Lynx are one of the favorites to get her, it's so frustrating because she's so, so good. Like, I always said this, if the Fever had signed Emma Meesseman, like, there could be an argument that Caitlin Clark's not the best player in the Fever if they had signed her. Like, that's how good she is. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, lads. I will talk, I'll have another couple of videos out today, but I'm going early enough to the stateside tomorrow. So, gotta get some videos ready to put up as soon as I touch down in the States. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? And heck, if you guys disagree, that's fine. It is perfectly fine, to completely disagree with what I've said. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.